Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lex and I would greatly appreciate if you would consider supporting the channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. It helps to get the videos out there and it inspires me to keep creating. Thank you guys so much again to everybody that is constantly supporting the channel, supporting the videos, commenting, liking, interacting, engaging in any way. All of that really means a lot. Put your hearts in the chat. This is Love Island. And please engage with the videos because it does help the algorithm know that you guys like the content. In addition to that, I have been recapping this entire season. So if you have not seen my episode 1 through 6 recaps, pause what you're doing right here. Take a look at the playlist that is on my page that will also be linked in the cards with all of my Love Island Games recaps, and check it out. It's been a good season. I have been thoroughly enjoying it. I've been trying to keep these videos very short, and I'm actually really proud of myself because I've been keeping these videos under 20 minutes, barring I think 1 or 2 videos that are a little bit over 20 minutes. But other than that, the rest of these have been really short. It's a daily show. I want it to be a nice little quick listen for you guys before you watch the next episode. So please check them out if you haven't. Today we are going to get into episode 7 and we had a heart rate challenge. We had some new bombshells and one bombshell which is really going to keep somebody on their toes. So let's jump into it. So, of course, Selene and Mert went home last episode, and we have a couple little conversations around the villa. Kendall is comforting Lucinda.
Don't try to stress on it. Be grateful that America's voting for you.
Yeah, because Lucinda is very upset. Obviously, she and Mert, they were trying. They were somewhat getting somewhere, according to her. Personally, I was not seeing it, but they seemingly were getting somewhere in Lucinda's head. Kendall is just telling her to be grateful that America chose her and that she's still here in the villa. Okay, Mr. Performative. Isaiah is also comforting Nicola because she was good friends with Selene.
Like, thank you guys, like, so much. Like, even though the guys don't like me as much as the other girls, do you know what I'm gonna...
But ultimately, very similar sentiment that they are still here. Had they chose the boxes rather than going with America's vote, they would have definitely been dumped because they had the dumped heart. So overall, Nicola is thanking America for seeing something in her, and America clearly likes her more than a lot of the guys in there. Chris is not feeling the best about getting a couple out. Him and KK are talking after their power couple reign. But KK points out that no matter who they actually got out, it wouldn't have mattered because either way, somebody would have been upset. They agree that they have to keep winning because now they are going to be big targets. And KK is really enjoying her time with Chris, but she still doesn't really want that to get in the way necessarily of the money. They're both having the same sentiment that they want to win the money. They like each other. Chris also says that as well, that he does not want whatever he has with KK to get in the way of winning the money. Overall, though, KK does say that if Chris was to say that he wanted to just be the two of them, she is open to it. I'm like, KK, don't lose the plot. Do not lose the plot. But overall, the two of them are happy. Obviously, they won. They got to get a couple out. They are still here together. Toby and Tyreek have a little guys chat, and Toby is smitten over the kiss he had with Andrea. He is talking about how he has not had a kiss that good in years. He absolutely loved the kiss, and Toby is still very much intrigued with Andrea. Andreina and Johnny are catching up, and Johnny starts to talk about how great he feels after this whole thing, that the two of them are still here, they were not done. And Andreina, mid-sentence, just grabs Johnny's face and starts making out with him.
Great.
Then she starts giggling like crazy. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to be mean to Andreina, but what is going on, girl? What is happening with you? Because It is giving. I've never talked to a guy in my life, but she did say she's never had a boyfriend, right? Now that I recall, she did say she's never been in a relationship, right? I don't know. Is giving that. It is really giving that. Overall, though, Johnny says that he wants to see how they work both in and out of the challenges, and he's excited to continue to figure that out. And Andreina is just giggling and cheesing from ear to ear. Tyreek who? Tyreek where? It is Johnny full steam ahead. And that was probably the right decision for her anyway. So I don't blame her for that one. Bedtime rolls around. Chris does come to check on Nicola because he saw that she was sad earlier. Andrea does let the girls know that she kissed Toby and she enjoyed it, but the whole time she was thinking about Josh. And Justine and Josh are in the bed and they having some action over there. The two of them are kissing in the bed. Justine was like, I feel like I'm the only person here who hasn't been kissed yet. And then we see, I'm like, y'all are just bored. Y'all are just bored on this show. Y'all two know you don't like each other. What are we even doing? Morning rolls around and Johnny is talking with Ty and he's basically like, look, I feel like me and Andreina do not have a good chance of winning unless I carry us. And I was like, oh boy, you know what that means. He's trying to sow the seeds now, so when he pairs up with somebody else, it's already out there. Garby does also encourage Ty or Justine to give Ty a chance. She says, yes, he's all here, there, and everywhere, but he is genuinely a nice guy. Garby and Kendall. And you know, I asked in my last video, where are the dates for Garby? Because Kendall is real busy trying to make dates with Mert for Lucinda, but I was wondering if he was doing the same for Garby. And he did. He made her a date in Soul Tie.
Staying together and saying surviving each day because we almost got with that challenge when we were crashing. We almost crashed out.
No. Overall, he lets her know again that he is happy with where they are at. And Garby says in the confessional that she's actually getting nervous about the feelings she has for Kendall because it's progressing to a point where she genuinely has feelings for him. And she was not expecting to actually have feelings for somebody in this game. Josh and Andrea basically fills in Josh about the kiss with Toby, but she does again say that even though she liked it, it made her really realize all the things she really likes about him. But Nicola does pull Chris and she starts to try to chat with him. She wants to get to know him a little bit.
Nothing much, just wanted to talk.
I'm doing okay.
Get to know you more.
I'm doing okay. Your English has gotten... Well,
they're having some flirty banter. She's teaching him some words in, what does she speak? Maltese, my bad. Some words in Maltese. I'm hungry. It seems like they are laughing. And Nicola does say in the confessional that she is genuinely starting to like Chris. After the conversation, she really likes him. And he's one of the only people in here that seem to really care about how she feels. All I have to say on that is, again, Chris is one of the #1 people who has said that his main priority is the money. So Nicola, you better hope you can win comps because that's the only way that Chris is even going to consider letting romance be a thing with you. So Justine and Josh, they finally talk about their little undercover makeout session, and they both claim that they feel pleasantly surprised by the whole thing. Josh is like, well, you were definitely backing that thing up on me. I don't know. I wasn't really sure. Justine's like, how did we get here? Now for Justine, she says in the confessional that sometimes you have a kiss with somebody that you didn't really expect to, and you are pleasantly surprised by the feelings you get outside of it. And I'm like, Justine, do not fall for Josh. Do not fall for Josh. Whatever you do, do not fall for this man. Okay, you guys had a little fun. He was bored last night. You were bored last night. This is not the way to go, girl. Because you and I both know y'all two don't like each other. So don't even hurt yourself. Don't do it, girl. Kendall and Isaiah have a brief conversation about how much he's matured in the past 3 years, how he feels like he's come to terms with the fact that he needs to treat women well and how he actually needs to take their feelings into consideration. And it's all foreshadowing because we know that his ex Sydney, and for those of y'all who just started watching Love Island last season or 2 seasons ago, you don't know about Isaiah and Sydney, and that's okay. But she is coming in and ooh, that's about to be tea. And Andrea and Josh finally talk about the fact that Josh kissed Justine. Basically, though, he's like, it was cool, but I'm still on you. Andrea doesn't really care. She's like, I don't know why you think I would be mad about that. I don't know why you would think that that would matter to me. I mean, we're obviously both even now, so it doesn't, it's cool. It cancels out. I'm like, all right, girl, I thought I saw a little look on your face, but if you say so. So again, the two of them just seem like they are probably going to fall back to each other. But they get a text and they find out that it is going to be the heart rate challenge, but it's going to have a Love Island Games twist. They have 1 minute and 45 seconds to raise heart rates. We already know the rules of this game, but the couple that raises the heart rate the most is going to be the power couple, and they are going to have the ability to do something. And the couples that raise the heart rate the least are going to be vulnerable. Let's jump in.
I should have took one more, but maybe that was time for it.
Like he's been putting in a lot of effort.
I ain't gonna lie, cause I was giggling like a motherfucker.
So y'all don't need a play-by-play of this, but I'm gonna just read the notes that I took down during this. Ty really liked Garby kissing him on the ear, and he says he might have to talk to her tomorrow. So add that to the roster of Ty. And you know what though? Ty loves him a black girl. I'll give him that. He loves him a beautiful black woman. Now, Ty brings both KK and Justine onto the part for the kiss. I'm like, this man, if this man ain't performing, what are we doing? Ty feels Justine spent a lot of time on him and he needed to keep his composure. He felt like it was sexy. Justine is licking some fingers. And I looked down for a second to take it on and I'm like, what is she licking? What is she licking? But she was really sucking on them fingers, girl. Nicola, she did her thing. I ain't even gonna hold. Nicola did her thing. She came out in that little bunny costume and she was having fun. I love it for her. Why was Isaiah in that clown suit? Isaiah looked like a clown. He was in a clown suit and he looked like a clown. Last up, Chris was up in Nicola's over here. He was up in there. But Kendall, finally, somebody who was thinking about the actual competition, he was like, look, we all need to stay stone-faced. We need to lock in. We need to try to keep our heart rates down. I'm like, okay, Kendall, whatever you say. So after that, all the remaining people, nobody really replied. Nobody really responded. Everybody just kind of sat there. They're all sitting like this. They're all closing their eyes. But it's time to get to the results of this competition. But not before our two bombshells, Sydney, Isaiah's ex that he cheated on, and Marvin from Love Island France. Come on in here.
This is crazy.
What's up?
Surprise! I feel like I could just cut the tension with I don't know.
KK instantly liking Marvin. That is KK's type. Tall, dark, and handsome. She loved it. So he is going all in on KK, and Chris is like, it's just a challenge. It's just a challenge. It's just a challenge. I'm like, Chris, if you don't shut your mouth. Isaiah sees Sydney and the whole demeanor changes. That man's face, he did not know what to do. And Sydney does come up. She kissed a couple of people, but she comes up to Isaiah and she's like, oh. They give each other a little hug. It is tense. It is tense, baby. And Lucinda, messy self, is like, so how do you two know each other, Sydney and Isaiah? And Sydney's like, we used to date. I'm like, ooh. Now we get to the results. So the couple that raised heart rates the most was Nicola and Isaiah. And I was like, really? Isaiah in that clown suit? I'm like, Nicola carried that entire thing. She did her thing. She had fun. Okay. But let's get to our vulnerable couples. Andrea and Toby. I'm like, Andrea, you in the bottom every single day, Andrea. Maybe it's your time to get. She's in the bottom every single time. KK and Chris. I was like, well, yeah, Chris ain't get a chance to do what he wanted to do. He had the 3 girls ready, but time was up. And lastly, Andreina and Johnny. Also another person, Andreina. Yeah, always in the bottom, girl. It's time for one of these couples to go. And I don't want it to be KK and Chris, personally. I'm picking one of the other 2. But we find out tomorrow that they are going to have a duel. It looks like Nicola and Isaiah are going to have to pick who they put together. It's going to be 2 girls and 2 guys that are going to duel each other from the vulnerable couples. It seems like one couple is going to be made safe. So if you made it to this point in the video, that means you like the video. So I would greatly appreciate if you would consider supporting the channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. It helps to get the videos out there and it inspires me to keep creating. Please put your hearts, your chats, your comments, everything, put them down below. Please, please engage with the videos. Please, it lets YouTube's algorithm know. I know y'all will watch them. I'm the same way sometimes. I'll watch videos and I don't interact with them. But please do. It's free. It's free 99 and it really does help YouTube's algorithm. There is a significant difference when you guys are actually interacting with the videos. And as I said, if you have not watched episodes 1 through 6 recaps and for some reason you watched this one and you didn't go back and watch those other ones, please go back and watch them. Thank you so much and I'll talk to you guys in my next one.